I'm gonna make a bunch of color correctionists and color graders and color people just cringe when you see this one. Let's take this thing. You can take shots and color correct and color balance and use this to set your colors and everything else. I have a better idea. We're just making YouTube videos, right? You're just going blah, 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 blah. Shooting an S-Log and RAW and all this stuff is insane. What you want to do is you just want to set your camera up so it's right. You want to set and make sure that the focus is correct. You want to make sure that the aperture and all that other stuff is correct. You want to make sure the colors in your camera are correct. Well, how do you do that? Well, first, you just hold this thing up like this. You go, okay, these are generally the colors I'm looking for, right? Cool. Let's take that into the editor and see what we got. Okay, here we are. I brought my video footage I just shot with me holding this thing up, right? We just want to make sure all these colors are right. How do we do that? Let's open what's called Livestreams. Now, almost every video has these scope things. If you open this up, there's like histograms, show colors and blah, blah, and waveforms and all this other stuff. Just forget all that stuff. Let's just open up this right here. Vectorscope, that's all. Now, this is just showing us all the colors in there. Like, what's going on there? This looks like a big mess, right? Okay, cool. Every video editor, at least most of them, have some sort of scope like this. Big round thing. This is yellow, this is green, G, this is cyan. Over here we got this blue thing. It's kind of hard to see. Here we have magenta. This is showing all the colors. Obviously, it's all headed over here in the blue area because all this stuff. Well, here's what we want to know. We want to know if the skin's right. We want to know if the colors are right. Well, first we're going to look at the skin. You see this line going all the way through here? Boom, 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 boom. Right there. That's skin. So we're going to go into this. We're going to go into Effects, Controls. We're going to drop down, at least in Premiere Pro, and we're just going to do a little mask. We're going to mask the skin up here. Hey, we just want to mask this. In other words, we want to draw a little thing over here, and I just see my skin and nothing else. Now watch what happens. I'll click here, and I'm just going to put a point there, and a point there, and a point there, and a point there, and a point there. Boom. So all I'm seeing is skin right there. That's it. This is the skin line. So am I on or near the skin line? I am. Good. So we know we're good. So let's take that thing off. Here I am back with my big pile of messy colors everywhere and everything else. Look at this guy I was holding up. Now I'm just going to zoom up on this. Doot, 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 doot. I have my plus and minus key on my keypad set to plus and minus for the zoom. So I can just zoom it up. If you hold down the H key, by the way, you can move the thing around. It's H and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to create a mask. What we're going to do is we're going to mask around these little dudes right here. I'm going to put a point here on by this yellow pink, and over here by the green pink, down here pink, and then we're going to cut over here pink, and then we're going to close it up. Bam! Look at that. Let's take that feather off again. Now, if you look over here, yeah, whatever. Color guys are going to be like, well, they're not whatever. If you look, it's, well, there's red, right? We got red really close. Magenta's over there. Blue. Blue's right there. It says B over here, but it's this point right here. A little blue thing that you see. And then down here, we got cyan. That might be off. The green might be off just a little bit. Might be yellow. But look, it's close enough for just doing YouTube videos. Take that off. I also have numeric keypad 0 to go back to fill. Bink, close this Livestreams. Bink, and here's what you do. You stop messing around with your colors. Now, how did I get to that? Well, I was going to make this big long video and everything else, but I don't need to. What you do is you set up your camera and just film a little bit of yourself like I am right now, lit and everything else. You bring it in here and you look at it and you say, hey, that looks a bit off to me. You go into your camera and you look at those little K values, like if it's set to 5600K, go up higher, or it's set down the other way, it looks a little too yellow, it looks a little too blue, it's high. You just move the K value down. You set it to standard, you set it to a different K value until you get something that is close. You're not making a Hollywood film. Now, if you want to mess around with raw footage and S-Log and color correction and all that and spend a bunch of time kind of color correct your videos all the time, well, go right ahead. Some people do it. Some people need to do it. But for just these talking head or whatever presentation videos, you just kind of want to get close. So adjust the K values in there and play with the color picture profiles and the standard and everything else and whatever camera you have. Then you can take this thing and just set it aside and then you're all done. You don't have to mess with it anymore. How about that for cool? Don't forget I got free and paid awesome courses over at Basic Filmmaker University. I mean, how to create a YouTube channel and make 5, 6, and 7 figures, and a monitors thing, and how to be in front of the camera thing, and an OBS course thing, and all sorts of stuff over there. Go check that stuff out. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this thing. Twing! Oh my God. So in the last video I did, I think it was yesterday, I was talking about, like, I made a fake outtake for that video. I was showing you how to file and do all this stuff in there. And the outtake I pretended to do was that my backlights weren't on. And my backlights... Yay!